Extreme. Something severely out of the ordinary.
Things that are just so out of the ordinary that you would never expect it to happen.
Something's extreme, it's over the top, it's everything's heightened in a sense, all your senses.
If anything is at its complete one end of a spectrum and there's no like middle ground, I would say that's extreme.
When something is like a matter of life and death.
Anything that's like grossly out of the norm.
Anytime your heart starts racing really fast and your palms get sweaty, it could be like something happy or sad or scary or even just like some form of anxiety.
When someone's life or well-being is at stake.
Some type of dire or intense situation.
Something you don't expect, and then on top of that is so out of the norm.
There's like social standards, and then if you do something that goes against the social standards or like the status quo or whatever, it's extreme.
An extreme situation is one that offers some kind of like physical threat and an emotional threat at the same time.
Something that is extreme is something that takes your emotions and makes you cry, makes you laugh. I think crying and laughing are really what indicate that something has driven you to the extreme of your emotions.
Either really stressful, stress comes to mind, or really like gets your adrenaline pumping, whether it's a good way or a bad way. Extreme sports, like snowboarding.
Skydiving.
Car accidents.
You're not supposed to be that high jumping out of a plane.
Hanging off a cliff.
Car wrecks, airplane crashes, terrorist attacks.
Riding a motorbike into a volcano.
A natural disaster.
A tsunami would be extreme.
Getting hit by a car.
You get hit by a car and you're close to death, and there's only one person in the world who can give you that organ transplant because your kidney ruptured or whatever. I'm not a doctor, I'm a marketing major.
Love or loss of like someone that's really important to you.
A death in the family, a fire, 9/11, Katrina, those are all really extreme situations.
Religious extremists.
If you walked in on your boyfriend cheating on you, if someone walked in on you having sex, if you were in bed and you woke up and your roommate's having sex.
A hostage situation.
Be a hostage situation. I think that's pretty extreme. When people are shouting at each other, it's extreme because, it escalates. It becomes a fight, fist fight, people get hurt.
This kid's not even
It's banging.
Being in a situation that seems similar to a Greek tragedy.
Running from the cops would be extreme.
Basically anything involving the police.
You can pull out a knife, stab me. That's extreme.
people blowing themselves up in the Middle East is extreme. But then you might refer to somebody's personality as extreme. But these are two different types of extreme, two different sort of spectrums of extreme that are completely unrelated and completely different in importance and completely different in how we use them, yet they are extreme.
It's kind of about your attitude almost, and like any situation could be extreme. Like taking a test could be really extreme if you haven't studied and you're just freaking out.
The definition of extreme really depends on person to person. Some people may think extreme is, having an awkward encounter in the elevator with your ex-boyfriend. Some people may think, it's scuba diving. It just really depends on the person and what their life values are and what what they put special value on. If they put it on thrill seeking, like jumping out of an airplane or whatever it may be, it just all depends person to person.
If you're homeless, that's an extreme for yourself, a personal feeling, or if you found out you had cancer, that feels extreme. It is extreme, but it's more personal.
Maybe the situation's not extreme, it's just the way different people look at it that makes it extreme.